Hello. Have you wondered why, even after seeing all the red flags, you keep going back to that relationship and you want more from that relationship, and you somehow make yourself understand, explain to yourself that nah, those are nothing, those are not red flags, and you keep moving, hoping and expecting that there would be something more from that other person. What if you could take a deeper look why you do that and find out how you can stop dreaming about getting something from this other person, from this relationship that you need but the other person cannot meet? How would that help you if you could find out how to come out of that? What sort of relationship can you go for moving forward then, if you can bring yourself out of that so-called toxic relationship, or a relationship that's heading you towards failure? You're getting all the red signals, the red flags, but you're not paying attention because you don't want to pay attention, because the image of relationship you have, you just don't want to wait for it. You want to find that relationship in this person. You don't want to go somewhere else and find the relationship that you need, that you want, that you deserve. But you are happy to find it here because you don't have to put the effort to go there and find it. So let's have a look. The reason we keep going back to that relationship that's not working, or we already know that's not working, or we can see the signals, the red flags that we know it's not heading to the right direction, but still we ignore those signals, is because human beings have a deep need, a psychological need, a core need to be seen, to be heard, to be loved. So heard. I'm going to write this again because the last time I wrote it, it wasn't readable on the video. So human beings have a need to be heard, to be seen, to be accepted with all their flaws. So that means to be accepted fully, accepted with all flaws. And then we need to know that they're not going to leave us no matter what. Whatever we do, there is somebody who got our back. And they will say, I'll not leave you. I'm here for you. So we have a deep need for connection. And connection is met through all these: to be seen, to be heard, being seen, being heard, being accepted, and to be told that they got our back. They're not going to leave us no matter what. So to feel the love and connection, not only love, connection is important, because sometimes our parents, we know our parents love us, but sometimes we just cannot connect with them. So connection is very, very important. Without connection, without feeling that we are connected to at least one person, we feel lost. It is a core need, basically. If we don't have the connection, we feel a part of us are dying. So when these core needs are not met from anywhere else, whoever is giving us that tiny bit, a drop of attention, a drop of making us feel like we are being heard, but in reality, it's not the case. In reality, they're not hearing us, we're not feeling heard, but just tiny bit. Maybe we need this much of feeling heard or feeling seen, but they give us just a drop. And because we're not getting it from anywhere else, that drop feels like, I'm happy with that, I'm happy to take that. So we settle for little. What if we could come out of this cycle where we are stuck? We keep going back to that relationship thinking that our needs will get met, but even if we're seeing that red flag, we just going back back and forth, back and forth. So we come back and we go back again to get even that little slightest bit of that drop. And then when we want more, we don't get it, we come back, we retreat, and then again we don't have anything. So that drop is now enough to keep us going back. Now we go back again to that relationship. So to come out of that cycle, to break that cycle, to break that pattern, what we need to do and how we can do it is being aware what's going on with you. Being aware. So I'm going to rewrite that so that you can read. So being aware what's going on. Take a moment, take a breath. Why am I doing this? Why am I going back? Why I am attracted to this person? What are their values? What are my values? How are my values met or not met within this relationship? Are my basic core needs, psychological needs being met through that relationship? And how much do I need and how much is being met? When you are aware, then you acknowledge that this is actually what's happening. And I see that this is happening. This is the pattern I'm stuck in. And forgive yourself for that. Don't hold yourself, don't feel guilty, don't blame yourself. It's the basic need. It's like if we are hungry enough and we don't have any other means, we're gonna go and steal. We don't have money, we are poor, our back is to the wall, we have no other choice, no other option, then we will probably, most people, including me, would probably go and steal that bread. So when you are hungry for connection and that connection is not being met through any other relationship, anybody else who gives you even a drop of that, we will keep going back to that relationship. So having that awareness and then acknowledging that this is human nature and it is okay. I don't need to blame myself. I don't need to get into another loop of feeling guilty and feeling down, and we plummet in that emotion that we cannot lift ourselves up and we feel depressed for days and days and feel really, really low to the point that we can't function in any other things. So acknowledging that we are human and it's okay to feel this way, and it's okay that our basic needs are not being met, and this is how I am responding and reacting, and this is how I'm behaving. So acknowledging that is very important. Acknowledge with kindness, with forgiveness, with compassion, very important. Otherwise we'll be stuck in a loop of feeling guilty and accusing ourselves and negative self-talk, which is not helpful, which is not going to bring us up. So if we think about a line, so above the line is all the positive things and below the line is everything that drags us down. So we want to live above the line. Feeling guilty all the time, having negative self-talk and putting ourselves down, shaming ourselves is not going to help. Compassion and forgiveness will help. Compassion and forgiveness will allow us to look forward to overcome the obstacle. And if we start feeling guilty and talking down upon ourselves and negative self-talk, we can only start going below the line and live below the line, live a smaller life, and never being able to come out of it. We can't see the way forward. All we see is darkness, and we look down and can't get our head up and think straight and walk out of it. So we get stuck in that situation. We want to look forward. We want to see clear vision that I can come out of this. So forgiveness and compassion, very important. And then you take action. You think about action. What action can I take right now to come out of this situation? For me, a lot of the times when I need help, I turn to God, because I feel I have no strength to do the right thing and keep myself away from doing the wrong thing, only by the help of the Almighty, merciful, the Creator. And then I ask for His help, and then I start taking tiniest action, which I believe God makes it mighty to come forward, come out of that loop. Even if the tiniest of the step, God wants to see us that we're putting effort, even if it's tiny. When we put a little bit of effort, He will make it look like a huge step so that you can come out of it. It's all here. It's all thinking. When our thinking gets stuck, we get stuck. When our thinking gets uplifted, we can see through, we can see solution, we can see how we can come out of problems. So for me, it could be anything like keeping away from making that phone call, keeping away from constantly checking my phone messages that did the person message me, text me. And then God makes it easier. You can stop expecting that call. You can stop expecting that text messages and ask God for strength and courage and power and steadfastness to be on that path where we don't have to look back. We don't have to wait for other person to come through, and we can move forward. So if that helps you and you want to learn and know more how you can come out of your situation and you can move towards your goal, towards that beautiful life that you dream of, a life full of peace and tranquility and love and connection, keep watching, keep following. Thank you so much.